There's an idea that, at first glance, seems absurd. The person you love could return to your life in just 1 hour. That's right. 60 minutes could be enough to completely reverse the situation between you. It may seem exaggerated, perhaps even impossible, but what lies behind this statement is something much deeper than simple optimism. Is it really so hard to believe that someone can change their mind, miss you, and decide to come back in such a short time? What if the thing stopping this from happening is precisely the lack of belief? What would happen if, for just 1 hour, you could suspend all doubt and simply allow the impossible to become real? Many people carry emotional scars that make it difficult to imagine sudden reconciliations. Prolonged separations, painful silences, unexpected departures. All of this seems to make any rapprochement an unlikely task. But that is precisely where the mistake lies. Reality is not shaped by what has happened, but by what one believes can happen. The mind tends to accept as truth everything that is repeated in thoughts. When you constantly say that there is no way out or that he or she will never come back, that pattern becomes a block. And that block acts silently, preventing the natural flow of desire energy from manifesting itself. The truth is that all possibilities are always available. What many call a miracle is nothing more than a natural consequence of faith applied with intensity and focus. The universe does not operate with resistance. It responds to commands that come from certainty. There are spiritual laws that sustain this dynamic. One of them teaches that everything that is deeply believed has the potential to come true. It is not just a matter of wanting, you have to believe. Not a fragile, hesitant belief, but a silent conviction, even if temporary. An hour of certainty can have more impact than years of uncertainty. Imagine this situation. Someone decides, right now, to choose to believe. Not for weeks, not for days, just for an hour. During that time, nothing is questioned. No doubts are entertained. There is only room for absolute certainty that the desired person is about to return. This small interval of faith can generate such a powerful energy field that it changes the frequency of the surrounding reality. And it is in this change of frequency that the reconnection happens. Suddenly, without logical explanation, the message arrives. The name appears on the screen. The call comes through. Everything changes, and it changes fast. Great spiritual masters have always said that anything is possible when doubt is set aside. It is in this emptiness, where there is no fear or resistance, that miracles flourish. Because miracles don't need time, they need space. Space free from mistrust. The famous quote attributed to Gandhi clearly reveals this truth. If I believe I can do something, I will surely acquire the ability to do it, even if I don't have it at first. The power lies in belief, not in ability. When you believe intensely, the universe organizes itself to make it happen. That is why so many stories of sudden reconciliation occur after an interchange. Change does not begin with the other person, but within the believer. When this transformation is genuine, the other person feels it. Even if unconsciously, a harmony is established, a kind of silent call. And here's the key. Visualize this return as if it were already happening. It's not about dreaming or fantasizing, but about entering the emotional state of someone who has already received what they wanted. By feeling the reunion as real, even before it happens, the mind sends a clear message to the universe. This is already mine. During this hour of solid belief, signs begin to appear. A memory, an intuition, an urge to check your cell phone. And then it happens. Because there are no barriers when the energy is clean, aligned, focused. You don't have to understand all the invisible mechanisms. Just trust long enough. Only 60 minutes. That's the challenge. And also the opportunity. Perhaps the time seems too short for such a big wish. But it's not about the time itself. It's about the intensity of the feeling. An hour of unshakable belief is worth more than a lifetime of doubt. What prevents many from receiving what they want is the constant need to control, to prove, to doubt. But true manifestation requires the opposite: surrender, certainty, openness. The technique is not complicated. It all starts with a decision. For the next 60 minutes, choose to believe that the person you want is already on their way, that the phone will ring, that the message will be sent, that the reunion is about to happen. After all, beliefs have creative power. Just as they can build walls, they can also open doors. And at that moment, there is only one relevant question: which belief will you feed now? In a few moments, everything can change. Conviction that seemed absent can be acquired. Clarity can emerge. And more than that, an entirely new reality can manifest itself. It doesn't matter if your faith is weak at this moment, or if there's still doubts hanging in the air. What really matters is the willingness to allow that belief to take hold now. There's an ancient wisdom that always echoes in the most challenging moments. One should not surrender control of one's reality to the physical world. What is seen, heard, or felt can be deceiving. What truly shapes life is not in the eyes, but in the thoughts. It is not in the absence or presence of someone, but in the silent power of intention. The key, therefore, is not in circumstances, but in the decision to believe. Many face situations in which they have been abandoned, ignored, or even replaced by someone else. At times like these, common sense insists that it's over, that there's no turning back. But common sense does not know the laws of the invisible. Manifestation does not depend on logic, but on sustained faith. The expectation of a miracle, even in the face of improbability, is what activates the impossible. It is at this exact point that everything begins to transform. When you decide to hope for the best, even when everything seems to point to the opposite. When you choose to trust, even after rejection. When your mind affirms, yes, this is still possible, the universe responds with surprising force. Now is the time to go beyond theory. A simple but deeply powerful exercise can open the door to this change. First of all, it is essential to be in a quiet, safe place, free from distractions. A space where you can sit down, close your eyes for a few moments, and surrender to the present moment. When you close your eyes, your breathing becomes your first anchor. Breathe in slowly. Feel the air entering. Breathe out, letting everything go. With each breath, your body relaxes, your mind becomes silent. And little by little, a state of deep calm takes over. In this state of serenity, words take on a different meaning. They are seeds planted directly in the fertile soil of the subconscious. Words that are not just spoken, but felt. Words that build realities. Miracles flow into my life with ease, and I am open to receiving them with gratitude and joy. This phrase, repeated internally, is not an empty affirmation. It is an energetic choice. It communicates to the universe. The doors are open. And when there is openness, there is reception. The miracle finds its way. At that moment, energy begins to move. An invisible wave crosses the vibrational field, aligning all parts of reality with the state of desire. It doesn't matter if the phone is silent right now, or if there are no new messages. What matters is that something has been activated. Something real, vibrant, and transformative. An explosion of spiritual energy runs through my being and transforms me. This energy does not come from outside. It was already inside, waiting for permission to act. Now, with belief activated, it expands. And with it, reality also begins to change. I'm a magnet for miracles and attract positive experiences every day. When this idea becomes familiar, it shapes a new vibrational pattern. It is as if the person becomes an antenna that tunes in only to what is beneficial, loving, desired. Miracles, then, cease to be the exception and become part of everyday life. Every moment is a chance for the extraordinary to happen. This awareness changes everything. There is no more waiting, and presence begins. Every second counts. Every thought has weight. Every emotion builds. I trust in the divine timing of life. I know that everything comes at the right time. Anxiety begins to give way to confidence. There is no more rushing, no more despair. There is only a silent knowing. What is meant to be will come, and it will come with surgical precision at the right time in the most surprising way. Reality is shaped by the thoughts I choose to hold. This principle is the basis of all manifestation. It is the reason why so many stories of reconciliation begin with a simple act of faith. All it takes is for someone to decide to stop resisting, stop doubting, and start visualizing. Miracles are part of my essence. There is no separation between the person and the miracle. There is no need for merit, external approval, or logic. Miracles are natural. It is a reflection of inner alignment. I welcome the extraordinary with a grateful heart. Gratitude, even before fulfillment, is evidence of true faith. Those who give thanks before receiving are already vibrating at the frequency of what they desire. It is a silent way of saying, I know it is already on its way. I release all limitations that prevent me from receiving. Let go of old beliefs. Let go of stories of rejection. Break with narratives of failure. That is the process. It is not just about wishing. You have to clear the path for the miracle to pass through. Everything is being organized for my good and the good of everyone involved. True manifestation does not hurt, does not force, does not manipulate. It aligns. It harmonizes. When guided by this energy, the return of the specific person happens naturally, serenely, magically. I'm a channel of positivity and love. Miracles are attracted to me like light to a lighthouse. This image is powerful. A lighthouse does not chase after light. It emanates it. It is the reference point, and that is why it attracts. When you emit love, love returns. When you vibrate positivity, it finds an echo in the universe. All of this happens in the invisible realm. But soon, the visible will be impacted. The message will arrive. Contact will be made. Because something has been activated. The frequency has changed. The miracle has found its way. During this exercise, something essential was cultivated, the state of readiness. Being ready to receive is as important as wanting. It is this readiness that opens doors. And now they are open. There are moments in life when everything seems to fall into place. When the heart vibrates with gratitude and the mind rests in the certainty that the miracle is already in motion. This is the energy that transforms realities. This is the vibration that opens invisible paths and makes romantic reunions happen in a magical and natural way. When you're truly open to receiving, everything flows more easily. The connection with your loved one becomes lighter, deeper, more intense. The energy of love ceases to be an anxious weight and becomes a silent certainty, present in every breath, every thought, every heartbeat. In this state of surrender, miracles are not only possible, they become inevitable. And that is exactly what begins to happen when your inner vibration aligns with your desire. The specific person feels this call. They feel the urge to approach you, to send you a message, to call you, to show up. Because something inside them has also been touched by this energy. Every moment is a chance for the unexpected to happen. And when you sustain this frequency of faith, love, and gratitude, the universe responds with generosity. Barriers fall, distances shorten, the right words come out, and what seemed distant becomes reality. You can feel right now that something has changed. A new feeling is present. Confidence has been awakened. The heart, once burdened with doubts, now beats with living hope. And this inner transformation is exactly what causes the outer transformation. The vibration of gratitude is the final link. It seals the manifestation. By giving thanks even before seeing the result with your eyes, reality shapes itself to deliver what has already been accepted with the heart. So, it's time to make a commitment to your own vibration. Place your hand on your chest and declare internally, I choose to maintain this energy. I choose to sustain this belief. Because what you choose to believe becomes what you are about to receive. Something is coming. A sign, news, an unexpected presence. Love is approaching. And all that needs to be done now is to allow, accept, believe. And if this content touched your heart, if this energy was felt and awakened something deep within you, then it is worth sharing. Like this video, subscribe so you don't miss the next messages, and share it with those who also deserve miracles in their love life. The universe is already listening.